I'm gonna be selling at an art show this weekend, so let's make something super badass for it. Judging by all this welding smoke, I should probably open up the door. So I've got two different San Mai's that I'm making. One is a standard 1084 and 15N20 San Mai. The other one has a 1084 core and a stainless steel cladding. So that's gonna be 416 stainless. I've seen some people, especially my buddy Pickle Cutters, make stuff like this. It is so beautiful, so keep watching and enjoy it. I'm also working on all of these wrench knives. I've got 3 of them in the works. These are fun little knives I make out of wrenches. If you guys want to see more of that process, go check out the videos that I've already done that up in the eye over here. This first heat is most crucial. If that steel isn't hot enough on the first press, it's not going to forge weld properly and will delaminate. So I need to get these things absolutely ripping hot. The first cycle on the wrench knives are done, but I didn't really think this out. Normally, I would set them up on the anvil or on this ledge right here to cool off, but I'm using both of those for the San Mai. I think I'm just gonna set them up there. This one's gonna be probably my favorite. This is an old Ford wrench that I turned into a knife. So there's a big Ford logo right here. Can't really see it through all the scale, but once I get that cleaned up, it'll be a lot more evident. I bet you that one's gonna go pretty quick. The forge welds seem to have stuck, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch out to these round dies to help me draw these billets out. As you can see, the high carbon San Mai on the left took way more of a bite than the stainless steel on the right. You can just see those ridges that are super deep on that all high carbon and how you can just barely see them. I don't even know if you can see them at all. Well, this kind of ruined my experience. I just ran out of my last tank of propane. I've got these 30-gallon tanks. When they get down to the end, I've got this little bucket full of water to try to keep them from freezing over. But you can see she's already cooling down right now. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna be able to do until I get some more propane. I'm just gonna let these sit overnight in here. It is a new morning. The propane tanks are full. The Apollo Forge is lit. Let's see how these projects are doing. The wrench knives are normalized and ready for heat treat, so I'll be starting that here shortly. But the big star of the show, of course, are the San Mai billets. They both started out as 6-inch billets. Let's see how much they grew. This is the high carbon steel one. That one grew roughly 2 inches. And then the stainless clad one, maybe 1.5 inches. They're still very, very thick. There's plenty of material to still squish out. So there's plenty of work to do. I'm done drawing out the billets. Yeah, they're both just over 1/4 inch thick, which is gonna be perfect for BDEs and short kings. The stainless steel billet grew to about 10.5 inches of usable, and the full high carbon billet is right around 13 inches of usable. I should be able to get a significant amount of work out of these 2 billets. Let's go ahead and switch over to the next day when these things are annealed and ready to work on. It's the start of day number 3, and I am going to actually start doing the knife making portion. Isn't that crazy? So after these billets have been done up, I am going to get 5 knives out of it. 2 BDEs and 3 short kings. It's crazy that this amount of material and that amount of work only comes out to this many knives. But hey, that's part of doing San Mai. This part of the vlog is brought to you by all of the people who support me on Patreon. The Bcone Knives Patreon page is where you're going to get in and see exclusive posts, early access to YouTube videos, as well as a monthly giveaway. Every single month, I'm going to make something, feature it on this vlog, and then give it away to a lucky Patreon supporter. Good luck to all of the Patreon supporters. We're going to be making a bunch of really cool things, and I can't wait to see who gets the giveaway. Late nights turn into early mornings, and we are starting day number 4 of making these knives. I am really happy with how they turned out. It's the first time I've ever attempted these stainless clad San Mai's, and I hear that they have a relatively high failure rate. So I am so glad that nothing delaminated. These things seem perfect. All I've got left is putting in the final bevels, polishing it up nice and high, and then we can start the etching process. Overall, I am really happy with how these knives turned out. If you guys want to get in on any of these knives, they're all up for sale. They'll be on the website in the description down below. They should be up right now if they're available. You can grab them. Thank you guys all for your support. Please go ahead and check out all of the other links down below. You can support me by following me on all the social medias. You know how to do it. I appreciate you all. Have a great rest of your day.